Good morning. It's fancy coffee time. It's Tuesday. Did not sleep good. I haven't slept good in over a week, but that's okay. That's okay. We're surviving. So how have you been? I survived a mental breakdown. That's positive, right? We're doing caramel macchiato today for our flavor because I gotta go in the back and get me the rest of the stuff. The Marsha. I forgot. Okay. But yeah, this week, not busy because I didn't plan much. So just kind of chilling like a villain, you know. Doggies are eating right now. Hubby just left for work. I'm gonna go to the gym and then therapy. Sounds exciting, right? I just realized my pajamas don't match. Oh well, who cares? Oh my gosh, my husband's car is so loud. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's like vibrating the toolboxes because his car is so loud. And he wants to make it even louder. I don't understand the whole man thing with loud mufflers and stuff. He's like, I want to get a new exhaust to put on my car. I'm like, why? The one that's there is perfectly fine. But it's a guy thing. Okay, a couple things I got in the mail yesterday that I'm like blown away by, okay? I was not expecting these. Where'd they go? What the fuck? Sometimes companies just, they get my address and they send me stuff, okay? I got this in the mail yesterday, and when I tell you I'm mind blown, absolutely mind blown. So my husband is a huge gummy snack person, and I was not expecting this. These are Shameless snacks, okay? These are like little gummies, like the little fruit snacks, but 70 calories a pack, 26 grams of fiber. So I opened this, and there's a whole bunch of them, okay? And I'm like, these aren't gonna be that good. Nope. Me and my husband smashed a few packs last night. These are amazing. And they got all kinds of different flavors. This one's sour pineapple punch, what's up watermelon, sour mango madness, so berry cherry, super sour blue raspberry, so cool cola, orange blossom bliss, red raspberry sour scouts, wonderlicious whales, and then, oh my God, peach. So Shameless snacks, almost your whole daily fiber intake in one of these snacks. Now, I don't suggest doing that like 7 days a week. Oh, I don't know what just made me stop and think of that, but I'm glad I did because we were right at the top. We almost overflowed. I wouldn't say use this to get your fiber 7 days a week, but like if you have a day where you're just not getting fiber at all, these. Okay, so we loved these. I had super sour cherry, I think it's the flavor I had, and I can't remember which one my husband had, but he was like, I want to buy those. So we will be purchasing these again. Well, again, I didn't purchase them to begin with. We will be purchasing these as a snack to keep on hand. So Shameless snacks is what these are called. And then I got this in the mail. This was a package, and I wasn't expecting this. So these are Bootylicious high protein muffins. So peanut butter, chocolate, birthday cake, cinnamon bun, double chocolate, blueberry, and chocolate chip. So these are like little muffins that you microwave in these. And I was gonna show you the other ones that I had, but I think I ate them all. I'm pretty sure I ate them all. So there's another brand that I have bought these before, and they were pretty good. So the fact that, oh, here they are. These are flapjacks. These are high protein muffins, but the macros on these are way better than the macros on these. Way better. Like this 240 calories, 10 grams protein, 180 calories, 25 grams protein, and 16 grams of fiber. This only has 3 grams of fiber. So Bootylicious there. So when I try these, I will let you know how they taste. Those guiltless, shameless snacks, oh my goodness gracious. My husband, he thought I was exaggerating about how good they were because I'm not like a gummy snack person, right? So he thought I was lying. Why isn't my coffee brewing? Oh, it did. He thought I was lying and just exaggerating. And then he came out and got it, and he was like, babe, these are really good. Where'd you get these from again? How much are they? And I was like, well, I don't know. I actually had to get online to look and see how much they are because, again, companies just send me stuff sometimes. They're fire. So good. Oh, this fancy coffee is going to be extra yummy because it's extra foamy. The extra foam. Everybody asks what kind of coffee pot I have that makes this coffee. Nespresso. I got the Nespresso, and it comes with this, which is your frother. This is not waterproof, though. The outside. The inside is, just not the outside. So, yeah. I learned a lot this week. I learned that when you want something so bad and you keep going after it and after and after, it's going to push you farther away. I learned that 10 years ago, I moved here to Pittsburgh and I knew absolutely no one. And I have built and created the most beautiful family here of weirdos that are just as weird as me. And we all get each other. And those weirdos showed up for me and my husband this week in such a beautiful way. Like, I can't even explain to you how it feels to know that, like, I can just send a text that says, I need you. That's it. That's all. And they're here. That's it. Like, there's no explanation. It's just, I need you. And they're here. And last week was really, really hard in our friend group. 2 weeks ago was really, really hard in our friend group. 3 weeks ago was really, really hard in our friend group. The one thing I've learned is that when I moved here to PA with no one but my kids, and I had no one, I didn't think I'd ever have the life I have now. But by being myself, by shedding all of the layers of who I thought I needed to be to make other people love me, by doing all of that and saying fuck off to anybody who doesn't meet the mark, we don't hold ourselves back, we don't accept less than we deserve, we don't do any of that. By doing all of that, I have created the most amazing group of humans that showed up for us this week. I don't have to cook for the next few days because Maddie and Mama Loves Macros meal prepped for me and my husband. There's, oh my goodness gracious, these cats are going wild. There's mujadra in the fridge, there's chicken, there's pork tenderloin, there's salads, there's everything that we need, you know, for the next couple days. And that's the true beauty of community and friendship, right? Like, I never thought I'd have that. I never thought I'd have friends that just come over, take over my kitchen, and tell me to sit my ass on the porch while they take care of me. I never had that, but I do now. And I have all of that because I had to step away from the life I was living and rebuild to what we have now. And that's so fucking beautiful. So to Sud, Billy, and TJ, and Mom Loves Macros, and Maddie, and Claire, oh, my ear itches. Thank you. Just thank you for loving us, for being here for us, for getting us through this last week. It was rough, but I learned a lot. I learned that my body can definitely still go into fight or flight mode. My mind will follow. And even though my mental health recovery has been so much work and there's such a huge difference, I can still go backwards if I'm not careful. And I did not. I'm very, I gotta charge my watch. I fell asleep with it on. Very, very proud to say I did not relapse. Nope. The days where I was really struggling, my husband called off work to make sure I wasn't alone. Because even though, like, you say you don't want to drink, when stuff gets that hard, that's the only thing that your brain tells you will make it better. Okay? So you are in a battle with your brain. And that was the hardest days I've had since I got sober from alcohol. But I survived. And that's what I keep telling myself. I am working on finding the happiness again. That's a lot of work. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to surround myself with people that truly love me and are excited to be with me and spend time with me and know me. And that's what I'm gonna focus on. I'm gonna focus on myself. And I said yesterday in a post that I want to be selfish, and everybody's like, no, you're not selfish. You're self-full. You're filling your own cup. And I'm like, yeah. And I do. So I'm hoping soon my mind can clear up a little bit more so we can get back in action, you know. Yesterday I went to the gym. I was like, oh, it's gonna be the best workout ever. No, I just did 2 miles on the treadmill again. It's a little harder when your head's not in the game and when your heart is hurt, you know, but we'll be okay. So many moths in this house still from the other night because we had babies over. It's okay. It's okay. I never complain about anything with my babies when they come visit Aunt Desi's house. You'll never hear me complaining about fingerprints on anything. You'll never hear me complaining about kids making a mess at my house. They come to Aunt Desi's house, they can do whatever the fuck they want, and they know that. They can, there's endless supply of popsicles in the freezer. It's Aunt Desi's house. This is the fun zone. Parents don't get to make rules around here. I mean, they do, but you know what I mean. But I'm excited. Today, I woke up to the group chat, and we're all starting to plan vacation for next year. We're going to Bethany Beach in Delaware. I've never been there, but I sent the links to my husband for all the condos and stuff for him to look at for us to rent. We have not been on like a vacation. Well, we went last year, 2 years ago almost, to Smoky Mountains, and I have not been on a vacation since I got my mobility back. So a real vacation where we can like go and do things for days in a row. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. I did get to walk on a beach last week. We went to Erie and walked on Presque Isle. Me, Maddie, and Claire. We just needed to get out. And so we escaped to Erie for the day. So yeah, I've learned this week, I did a lot of journaling. A lot of journaling. When I'm in a dark place, that's really like how I get my thoughts out. And through all of this, like, I think there were parts of a certain relationship that I struggled to understand for a long time. And now, like from this past week, talking to people, like talking to my friend Ashley of over 20 years, talking to my sister, talking to like all these other people, I understand things so much more from an outside point of view, you know? And I don't guilt myself for anything that he threw in my face, my kid, you know. I don't guilt myself because I know I wasn't a perfect mom. I've always taken accountability for that. And I understand that his anger can come out in different forms. And I have to be understanding that I'm just going to take a step back. I'm just going to focus on me. Nothing else. Absolutely no one else. My husband, yeah, but I mean, I focus on him every day. But like full time, working this like a work ethic is going to be me. Because I saw what pouring in so much in other areas can possibly do to me. Chasing love will be what breaks me. I know that now. Chasing love in other people will be what breaks me. I will never do that again. I just won't. Doesn't matter who it is. Not my husband, nobody. I'm never chasing love again. Because I look at 40 years of my life and that's the fucking pattern. That's the pattern. I was always chasing it. And I had a talk with my big sister yesterday. Her and I were talking, and we can't be mad at ourselves for growing up and doing the exact same thing we were shown to do, right? When you're shown to do something, monkey see, monkey do. So that's a piece of like forgiveness her and I both have to work on, because monkey see, monkey do. And when you monkey see, monkey do as an emotionally immature parent, you ultimately hurt your kids. And that's where I'm at. So the shame, the guilt, I think those feelings are there to an extent. I have been doing very good at processing them though. I have therapy today again at 11. So there's that. I have a lot of notes to take into therapy from the last couple days, things that have crossed my mind and things I really don't want to drain too much energy into because I'll get frustrated trying to make sense out of nonsense kind of thing, you know? But my appetite is finally coming back. We're back, you know, I told my husband I want to start eating good again because these last few weeks we've not been the greatest. And I think that emotionally I am just drained. Yeah, that's it. If it weren't for my friends and my husband, I wouldn't be right here on your screen right now. I'd probably still be in bed crying. True story. Because I got really good at that these last couple of days. Those first few days, I guess you could say. Also have a hot flash fan. Can't live without this baby. So thank you guys all for being here. It's one of those things where, like, I guess when you're in the public eye, you put yourself out there and then you have public meltdowns and then you just lose your shit and post it to the interwebs. That would be mean. But I am the perfect example of no one's perfect. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I'm getting through it. We're getting through it with nothing but love. So, yeah. I'm gonna try to get back to filming. I feel like I have no creativity. Before all this, it was like I could sit down and think of something, turn on my camera and just film and blurt it out and post it, and I'll get there. I just don't have much to go on right now. You gotta fill the cup before you can pour from it, right? So, also, I have not done any schoolwork in a week. So I've got that going on. I gotta get back on that. And my husband was even like, babe, I'm not trying to be bossy, but don't let this distract you from your goals. And I was like, I know. So a few days into all this madness, he had the nerve to ask me, have you done any schoolwork? And I was like, does it look like I've done any schoolwork laying in bed crying? No, I have not. But he wasn't asking to be mean. He's asking because he knows that's something I really want to do, is become a certified nutrition coach. And my husband knows that every time I've tried to do something and something very painful happens, I usually give up on it. So he's not letting me give up on this. So today I will be doing schoolwork, no matter what. I want to at least watch like 2 of the lectures for this chapter. You know, like each section you have like 5 lectures that you have to watch. So I at least want to watch 2 of the lectures. Even if I don't take the test, I'll be okay for this chapter. I will be okay. But I just want to watch the lectures and get back. I need to just get back into living my life for me. And it's hard when there's this part of my brain that constantly wants to replay the what if, reread text messages, like go and fight for what's, fight for the truth or whatever you want to say it is, like all this other stuff. And so for someone like me with complex PTSD, it's more of like so much work has to go into just calming my brain before I can get anywhere else. So, and I'm being patient with myself, believe me, I'm being very patient. My therapist is checking in. She's making sure I'm being patient and kind to myself. And yeah, very, very, very grateful. I, like at some point during all this, like to get through just waking up, I would walk around and just say, I'm grateful for my walls. I'm grateful for the light switch. Oh, grateful for the thermostat, grateful for air conditioning. Legitimately just walking through my house, say I'm grateful for every single thing I saw. Because that seemed to be like the only thing that felt like it made me feel better at that time. Like nothing else was making me feel better, but hey, I have air conditioning. Nothing else is making me feel better. Hey, I'm grateful for my new fridge. Nothing else is making me feel better. Hey, grateful for my hot flash fan. Like legitimately, that's what I was doing. Did my husband think I was crazy? No, because he knew I was working on my mindset. He's used to hearing me talk to myself anyways. So yeah, you just heard a bunch of stuff I'm grateful for, but more than anything, I'm grateful for my resilience. Very grateful for that. I'm grateful for my strength. I'm grateful that I did not pick up a drink, no matter how tempted I was to go get one. I did not. I'm very grateful for my husband, for all of my friends who just surrounded me with so much love this week. Like I said, our friend group, we've been going through it for about a month now. And my best friend said he's never seen a group of people like show up for each other the way we do. And that's true. I've never had a group of friends like this. And I've worked my whole life to build this kind of family, as Erica calls it. We're a family. I don't think any one of us has ever shown up for someone else that's in need in hopes of them paying us back with that in the future. It's just one of those selfless acts that like if one of our friends need it, we all kind of jump in a group text and we're like, okay, how do we fix this? How do we make it better? And that morning, okay, so the other night we're sitting out on the porch, everybody's out there, and I am just in my feels. I'm watching the kids play, I'm watching everything, and I look over at Erica, and I think she could tell there was something going on in my head because she looked at me and she was like, are you all right? I was like, yeah, I'm okay. But I think in that moment, I was looking around and watching, and I was sad that, I guess I was sad knowing that like my kid's not gonna want to, like he doesn't want to be here. And like this is the normalcy, this is the positive environment my son always deserved, my kids always deserved. And I never even gave him that until I got sober. So I'm sitting here looking on the porch. Erica said, is everything okay? And I was like, yeah, but I think it was like a bittersweet moment of like, last week I felt like I lost everything. I felt like my world crumbled. And then I'm sitting on my front porch staring at all these people who just showed up for me. They didn't show up needing anything. I didn't have to cook anything. I didn't have to take care of anyone. I didn't have to do nothing. They showed up, they cooked, they cleaned, they did everything. And I'm like, I'm sad because I was never able to give that to my kids because I was so stuck in unhealthy addiction. But I'm grateful because I have that now. So if my kids do come in the future, they can see the love that we pour into all these little babies. They can see the friendship and the sisterhood between the women. And you know, like, we're all the women, we're all like joking around about like the bromance that's gonna happen between our husbands, because we know it is, right? Like, I don't think you could have taken all these people from completely different walks of life and thrown them in a room and things go as good as they are, like as true, and like there's true emotion behind this group of friends. And this is the first time in my life I've ever felt like I'm surrounded by real ass bitches, okay? Real ass. And TJ's included in the bitches statement, because if you're one of my best friends, you're my bitch, period. Female or male, it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's kind of like the bittersweet, is that I never gave that to my kids. And now they're grown, you know, because all of our parties when we were together, it was always drinking. My kids grew up in a drinking environment. I grew up in a drinking environment. Every time you went anywhere, there was booze. Probably why it was so easy for me to become an alcoholic. I have what I always needed now. Took me a long time to get there. And, you know, my husband and I were talking, and we don't think any of this would have ever happened if we were still alcoholics. Because being alcoholics, we had no standards even for ourselves, let alone the kids, you know? And I can look and understand now how kids and even young adults who grow up in an addictive environment, in an addiction environment, I can look and understand some of their confusion. I can, because someone recently told me I was fake, and it's like, no, I'm not fake. You just don't know me anymore. And I think that's it. I think that we, you know, you get out of active addiction and you truly do change if you're doing the work. And my husband and I are two completely different people. I don't even think our drinking friends from a couple years ago would recognize us if they hung out with us now. You know, like years ago, drinking that party on the porch, it would have been dancing until 3 or 4 in the morning. Nobody remembering anything. I would have walked out the next morning and been cleaning for hours, hungover, you know. And this is like, I came in here at 1 o'clock in the morning, my kitchen was clean, the porch was clean, everything's cleaned up, and it's just like, okay, go to bed and wake up the next morning. There's, you know, it's such a difference. It's such a difference. And that's part of the bittersweet for me, is that I wish I can't say I wish, because there's purpose and reason behind everything, but part of me wishes I would have given my kids that normalcy of family, because now they don't understand what it is. And I'm just now learning. Okay, I'm 40 years old, and this is the first time in 40 years that we can have get-togethers with zero worries about drama. Like, I get with my group of friends, and I am in my safe space. My nervous system is safe. We laugh, we love. No one's ever panicked. It's different. I don't know how to explain it, other than, like, if you going and being around your family set your nervous system on fire, maybe you need to walk away from that. Because I look forward to this. I look forward to them coming to my house. I can tell you 2 years ago, we'd have a little barbecue. Just a little barbecue, 30 people coming over. And I'd be so fucking stressed out. I'd be so miserable. I'd be, oh my God. My mother-in-law would be driving me crazy. I'd be ready to like scream. And now we don't have any of that. We don't have the drunk nonsense. We don't have the parties and all that. Like, we have peace. We have peace, and it's beautiful, and there's so much fucking pain in between. But I'm choosing to be grateful for the lessons that I've learned through this, for my growth, for the community that surrounds me, for you guys. There's so many things I have to be grateful for. So no matter how hard things are, I'm choosing to focus on that. I'm choosing to pick myself up again and get back to my shit. Get back in the gym. Get back to loving me, finding happiness in the moment, and not sitting around crying all the time. Because at some point you run out of tears. You really do run out of tears. That's a true story. Dehydration from crying is a bitch. If you've ever been there, you know, you know. Okay, well, I'm gonna go finish my coffee on the porch. I hope you have a wonderful day. Tell me 3 things you love about yourself. Thank you for all the messages of encouragement and everything you guys did to just keep my heart solid as much as possible. Like, it wasn't solid, it was broken into a million pieces, but the messages and like the reaching out and all of that, I probably have 1,000 DMs just from this last week. So if you don't hear back from me, just know, when you drop off the face of the earth for a few days, people will be worried about you, and there's a lot to catch up on. So if you don't hear from me, just know I am okay. I'm limiting my time in the comment section, if I'm even on, just for my mental health. Because yesterday, for instance, I was on the treadmill and everything was great until I saw one comment that pissed me off, and I wanted to get off the treadmill and cry right away. And I was like, you know what, Desiree, don't get off. Because, like, Sud Billy and Mama Loves Macros, they both were keeping up on the comments and just making sure they're, you know, no certain person's family members were coming and talking shit in my comment section, because my friends were ready to throw down. My friends were ready to throw down if their family members came back in my comment section. They were like, we'll handle it, Desiree. But, so my friends kind of kept an eye on the comment section while I took a few days off. And Sud Billy, when I went down to see her Friday, she was like, Desiree, I've never seen so much love and support in a comment section. And Erica said the same thing on Sunday. She was like, I'm just so grateful. There were a couple people that got blocked in the comment section just because, like, I don't even want to see your negativity. I don't. And I saw that yesterday and I was like, you know what? Not even worth my time. Because everyone's entitled to their opinion, and I understand that, and I put my shit out on the interwebs. But if you're just coming in the comments and being mean, I don't have time for that. I grant access to this page. I also taketh away access to this page. That's how it goes. Boundaries. They're good. Okay. Have a great day. Happy Tuesday. I love you. Bye.